खुद भी शोकेस करेंगे कि पाकिस्तान ने ख़वातीन को मुसन्ना मुकाम देने के लिए एक इंक्लूसिव सोसाइटी की तश्कील के लिए अभी तक क्या किया है। हमारी जो कैबिनेट कोलीग्स हैं वो भी शिरकत कर रही हैं। वज़ीर आला पंजाब मोहतरमा मरीम नवाज शरीफ साहबा भी कल होंगी एक सेशन जिसमें वो अपने हवाले से और जो कॉन्फ्रेंस की थीम है उसके हवाले से, जो पॉलिटिकल इंक्लूजन है और जो डेवलपमेंट है उसके हवाले से बात करेंगी। शहज़ा फ़ातिमा साहिबा जो हमारी मिनिस्टर हैं आईटी की, वो अपने पर्सपेक्टिव से पाकिस्तान का जो अभी तक का काम है या जो प्रोग्रेस हमने की है उस पर भी बात करेंगे। इस तरह के जो फोरम्स हैं और इस तरह के जो बड़े इवेंट्स हैं वो बजा तौर पे एक, मैं समझता हूँ किसी भी मुल्क के लिए काबिल फ़ख्र एक अमल होता है। और हम अल्लाह ताला की शुक्रगुज़ार हैं कि ये मेज़बानी ख़वातीन की OIC कॉन्फ्रेंस की मेज़बानी पहली दफ़ा पाकिस्तान के हिस्से में आई है। और आइंदा आने वाले सालों में पाकिस्तान सफारती सतह पे, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की सतह पे हम पूरी कोशिश करेंगे कि इस जिम्मेदारी को एहसन तरीके से निभा सके। आप सब दोस्तों से भी गुजारिश है कि आज और कल आने वाले 2 दिन में आपके बहुत सारे साथी जो हैं वो वहाँ पे एज ऑब्जर्वर्स होंगे। मीडिया के लिए हमने एक अलग से पूरा छोटा इंक्लोजर बनाया है जिसमें जो ओपिनियन मेकर्स हैं आपके मीडिया से उनको वजारत इत्तलात ने इनवाइट कर रखा है। इंटरनेशनल मीडिया भी वहाँ पे होगा। तो हम ये तवक्को रखते हैं कि इंशाअल्लाह उल अज़ीज़ एक ऐसे तरीके से ये सारा कुछ होगा। एक बड़ा इवेंट है, अल्लाह ताला इसको खैरियत से अंजाम की तरफ लेके जाएगा। और मैं एक बार फिर आप सबका शुक्रगुजार हूँ, अपनी सारी टीम का, कि उन्होंने बहुत इसमें एफर्ट की है और इंशाअल्लाह उल अज़ीज़ विल लुक फॉरवर्ड फॉर इट्स कंक्लूजन। बहुत शुक्रिया।
बाद में कॉन्फ्रेंस वफाकी वज़ीर कानून और इंसाफ आज़म नज़ीर तारड़ न्यूज़ कॉन्फ्रेंस कर रहे थे। खबरों में फिलहाल इतना ही। मज़ीद अपडेट्स के लिए देखते रहिए डॉन न्यूज़।
The FIFA World Cup is here.
I'm Ahmed.
I'm Sadi.
And I'm Mustafa.
We'll be bringing you daily World Cup coverage on Dawn News English.
And every Saturday, we'll be here on Dawn News TV, bringing you reviews and previews and discussing the major points.
So whether you missed a match, want the bigger picture, or want a football fix,
we've got you covered.
Welcome to the dugout. You guys doing well? So the first quarterfinal entry is set. France beating Morocco quite comfortably, I would say, in Boston yesterday, 2-0. A bit of a slow start for France. Mbappe missed a penalty. We'll talk about the penalty itself, but then easy 2-0 with a wonderful goal by Mbappe. Dembele scoring. To me, the story of this game was how comfortable France looked against what was a tough opponent on paper, but again, I think Morocco gave too much credence to the name on the shirts again, and the atmosphere and the environment. They never played their game. Yes, Saibari wasn't there, that probably hamstrung them, but they just didn't have the energy and the enthusiasm that you've seen them throughout this World Cup. You compare how they approached yesterday to Brazil, and it was like watching a different team. Mustafa, your thoughts first on Morocco's approach, and then Nazi, I'll come to you on Mbappe and France.
Yeah. Like my thing on Morocco's approach is I was stunned, right? Because like we were talking about this game a couple of days ago, right? And I was really excited for it because I thought it was going to be a very much an end-to-end game, because I genuinely do think this Morocco team on talent is obviously, it's not on the level of this France team, right? This France team is one of the greatest World Cup squads I've ever seen. But like Morocco plays like a team. They are a very functional, very good team. They play good football, right? And they did nothing. Like Hakimi, their superstar, was horrible. He took some of the worst free kicks and corners I have ever seen in my life. My God, right? And then aside from that, there was barely any attacking play aside from set pieces, and even those, and as I said, those set pieces were horrible. And any attack that was about to get started, Saliba and Upamecano just stuffed out, because that is an unbeatable centre back partnership at this point.
Yeah, I think like Doc mentioned, they certainly played the badge on the front rather than the game itself. They were certainly overawed and maybe emotionally a bit spent from the way they won against the Netherlands and against Canada as well. France didn't really get out of third or fourth gear, to be honest. They didn't really need to press that much, even though the Moroccans did well to keep it at 0-0, thanks to Yassine Bono, who had an unbelievable game, some clutch saves, and of course that penalty save as well. But in the end, when France, we've seen it repeatedly, whenever they need to turn it on, whenever they just need to press the accelerator down, they have the likes of Dembele, Mbappe, Olise, who can just provide that spark, that magic, and two unbelievable goals. They were outside from the box, let me tell you. Like, they weren't from inside. They didn't really get into the Moroccan penalty box. Just class finishing. And Mbappe, Dictador, unbelievable, man. What a player he is.
Yeah, like slightly.
Top-notch finishing. I mean, that first goal was just the way he bent it around the defender, bent it around the post was just, that's world-class finishing right there. Go ahead, Mustafa.
Yeah, I was just saying like so like I saw this crazy stat, right? Well, apparently like 17 out of his 20 World Cup goals are after halftime, because that's like when he steps up always, because that's like Mbappe is that player who always shows up when you need it, and you kind of knew when he missed that penalty that he was going to score a screamer.
Let's come to that penalty real quick. To me, Bono there's still 7 games to go, but I think he's the keeper of the World Cup over Vizina of Cape Verde. And I think his technique for penalties is going to revolutionize the way goalkeepers approach penalties. He doesn't always dive. He's, in the last game in the penalty shootout against the Netherlands, he stood up basically and covered half the goal in that way. And his penalty save percentage is about 30%, which is outrageous. Another fantastic World Cup. To me, the issue that I had with the penalty was it's a clear penalty. I don't know why VAR took so long to immediately say there wasn't a clear and obvious error and just carry on with it. I think the
Argentinian crew.
Argentinian crew maybe, but to me the role of VAR is to correct clear and obvious errors that the referee made. This wasn't a clear and obvious error on the penalty. It looked a penalty, and even if it didn't look like a clear penalty, it wasn't an obvious non-penalty. But again, it goes to the techniques of penalty. I don't know why players continue to persist with this stutter step, try and get the keeper to dive. Just pick a spot, smash it. Chances are you'll hit it hard enough that the keeper's not going to get to it. It was disappointing to see Mbappe succumb to this virus that has engulfed football, but so be it. One other thing, I was a little surprised that Deschamps persisted with Olise because he was on a yellow, not in that game, but he was at risk for missing a semifinal if he'd picked up a yellow. But he got away with it. And Mbappe these guys have a gear that no other team has. And you mentioned Saliba and Upamecano. We thought initially maybe their defense would be a little bit of a soft underbelly, but they've gone from strength to strength. They've only allowed 2 goals in this World Cup campaign.
Especially with playing the more conservative or orthodox fullback with Lucas Digne. I think Theo Hernandez a bit more of a risk taker. He likes to bomb forward. He's not very good man-to-man. So that slight tweak that Deschamps has made of having Lucas Digne as the left back rather than Theo Hernandez, the sacrifice on the attacking